Right now, we're gonna ask residents with the help of our reporters about the environment today. As you can see, these pictures shows what problem Calbayog is facing today. Exclusive report from Liliana Chavez about the major problems in Narcisa Health Subdivision. Ipatrol mo.
Yes, Antoinette. Actually, I'm here in front of Mr. Rolando Chavez to ask some questions about the problems in environment facing today. So, sir, I would like to ask you some questions about what problems in this barangay or village have.
As I encountered in this village is about the not proper disposal of the garbage. Some of the residents of this village that is the primary problem that I encountered in this village about the not proper disposal of the garbage.
Based from your answer on what problem in this barangay have, how you will protect by doing good things, and what you will do to make this village a beautiful well-being.
Yes, of course, because that is the problem of this village. First, I will help of this village make an or I initiate an information drive about the proper disposal of our garbage.
That's all. Thank you.
Back to you, Anthony. Environmental issues facts and opinion. Wild dogs running around and water contaminated by Juliana Angel Dacoro and Lindsay Balbaro.
Sir,
Good evening.
we are the CCNH students, and we would like to ask you some questions.
Okay, good. Please go on.
Okay. You work in water district, right?
Yes.
Where do you exactly get your water from?
Well, our water, the Calbayog City Water District has three sources. One is in Barangay Cabatuan, that is Pasuungon source. Then we have a Panas source in Barangay Pilar, and then we have a source, surface water in Kimonini River. That's
What happens if the water there is contaminated, as in people throwing rubbish there carelessly and stuff and decaying matter? What happens?
So the water came from the Himonini River. Usually, it was processed to. The water brought to Barangay Cabatuan, and then we have a treatment plant there in Barangay Cabatuan, a water treatment plant. So the water passes through the first the sedimentation basin, then second is the filtration. And then after the water is already clear, or the color is already potable, the water is already ready for, that water is ready for distribution to the concessionaires of Calbayog City.
That's interesting. Okay. Here's something that anyone could answer. What is your opinion about water contamination or water pollution? Sorry.
Water pollution, usually, if we can say water pollution, because of the illegal loggers in our source. There's already a one contamination because of the turbid water that passes through the river, and then since it is an surface water, sometimes the residents from upper portion, the garbage being thrown to the river, there are sometimes dead animals being, yeah, we can see there. During rainy seasons like this month, our water is very turbid, so it's open for contamination. But we process it in our water treatment plant.
Good morning, ma'am. We are CCH students and we are here to ask you some questions. Is it okay?
Okay.
What can you say about the irresponsible dog owners here in Laos?
Sa kuwan sa dog kailangan talaga ipanhigot. Dahil disturbo ito sa kuwan sa environment, di ba? Dahil di ba nakakagat, tapos alira hugaw, nagsasarang. Tapos kuwan ito, basta makaradlok ba siya nga, kuwan na siya, di ba nakahigot. Kailangan sila, ang mga tag-iya, may responsibility hapon na ihigot. Kung kailangan mo ito nirang na hayo. That's it.
How can you solve it?
So may da na siton ko kay kami mga bago kami din niya nakagawan. May da siton kuan sa opisina siton nagkuan na sira na may balaod na ipanhigot talaga ng mga ayam. Pagkatapos may da sira sa tuan dire ginihigot ira gindadakop. Pero nandakop na sila sa ito, pero damo pa man ngasan, kailangan talaga ang mga ayam ginbabakunahan. O kung bakunahan, kailangan ko na talaga ihigot. May bakuna o wala, kailangan talaga ihigot. May na sila sa tungkuhan. Tapos ang last year, may nakita sa ito nga nandakop na nila opisina sa mga ayam, pero damo lagi hapon waray nila madakop ng mga hayaw. Ang dapat nga ni silinta, tawagon talaga ang tag-iya sa mga ayam para mapanan nila kung nano kung nila karuyag na diri manira dinihigdan na sa nalibang diri din pabago pa naman.
Thank you, ma'am. That's all.
Okay. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I am here at Cavite City Solid Waste Management Office.
Good evening, sir. We are the CCNH students and we would like to interview you with some questions about land pollution. Is it okay? Sir? Sir, what can you say about these pictures?
Well, basically this one factor, as what you said, is land pollution. This is garbage, sporadic dumping, illegal dumping. As I see it, this is for us to consider as hotspot or illegal dump site. Okay.
Okay. And, sir, I would also like to know, do you have any litter laws? And if you do, what is the punishment?
Yes, we have on the city before the creation, before the birth of RE 903, the Republic Act 903, it's Ecological Solid Waste Management Act, we have the anti-littering ordinance. Now, after that, there is evolution really, from the old ordinances to the new one. Then, on the birth of that Republic Act 903, Ecological Solid Waste Management Ordinance, Ecological Solid Waste Management Act of 2000, there are penal provisions. Out of that one, the city also create our amend our anti-littering ordinance and become the integrated solid waste management ordinance of the city, citing also provisions and penalties of those violators or violations made on the local law, on the local ordinance.
Okay. Okay, sir. I would like to know, after the solid waste management collect the rubbish, how do you dispose them?
We have our sanitary landfill.
Really?
Yeah, we have our sanitary landfill. Our sanitary landfill is being designed by the technical Japanese expert. nationwide, nationwide. In the Philippines, there are only 3 LGUs who have designed by the Japanese expert, but only Calbay in 2 to follow the general specification, the construction level of the sanitary landfill.
Interesting. Okay, here's the last but not least question. Do you think, is it possible, if you could keep the environment clean, at the same time improve standard living? If so, explain, please.
Again. I'm sorry.
Is it possible if you could keep the environment clean, at the same time improve standard living? If so, explain, please.
Okay, yeah, of course, it follow really true. If it basically improve our standard of living if we have a clean environment. Why? Because we don't have any expenses with regard to health problem, water pollution, air pollution, and as you said, is land pollution. So we can rid of all those pollutions which are all hazardous to human health. So if that's so, if everything is clean, so we don't have any expenses or expenditures for our health problems. So basically, it improves our living situation. For economic growth, if our city is so clean, it basically trigger our investor to come here in Calbayo and establish this business because that factor.
Really? That's interesting.
Yes, basically, try looking at the increase nowadays. Try looking at what is your impression with regards that Calbayo already have a city mall, Centro Mall?
I think the Centro department store is okay, but malls, well, actually,
it produces also garbage. It
Yes.
generates more garbage. But basically, for that garbage that is being generated with our mall and with those residents we have, of course, they must also follow or come up with a very good waste management in their household. Of course, to manage their waste properly, do the segregation, it's a proper disposal of our waste. The biodegradable, it must be composted. It must be if you don't have any in the composting process, there are so many composting techniques and processing, because you know what, nowadays in the highly urbanized areas and countries, the common claim is they don't have any area for a compost pit. Am I right? Now, for the composting technique, it is not just focused on the compost pit. There are so many composting techniques. We have a drum composter, we have a sack composter, we have plastic composter, we have a tile composter, we have a plastic bag composter. We only follow the procedure in how are you going to compost. So there are so many solutions out of that one. It's basically there are so many highly urbanized techniques with regards to gardening, with regards to the proper utilization and management of our waste, and proper disposal of the residual waste, as well as the hazardous waste, because basically every household produces also hazardous waste such as paints, battery, toxic waste and everything, canister of the acid and everything.
Okay. Yeah. Well, seems like you answered all our questions, and we would like to thank you, sir. We would like to thank you for giving us your time and patience. Good evening, and thank you again.